hell's this creep? Alright, so today we're going to be starting off the day by bleeding the brakes on the E36. I think we can do it without jacking the car up, but maybe not in the rear because those wheels are kind of full now. But actually no, it looks like we can. So we'll start there and then I guess we'll kind of see what happens next. Okay, so we're up in here. Ooh! Looks pretty. Oh, that's some weird stuff going on there. You learn every day, Livingston.
This is true.
It's very true.
Especially at Calvin's garage.
Especially at Calvin's garage. Wait, so how is it not a 7, but then an 8 is too big? Now where's the logic in that, Livingston?
You gotta remember, this car was made by the Germans.
This is made by the Deutschland, man. So, both metric and standard sockets, nothing fit. Resorted to the old vice grips, but we got her. So, it's good. We're good. Ooh, that's some nasty fluid, man.
Yeah?
Oh, that's no bien. Alright.
I think I heard it.
Oh! I gotta get like a little piece of cardboard. I'm making a mess already. Here we go. There we go. Bam, bam, bam. Alright, give me 6 and hold there. Oh wait, hang on. Oh, my bad. Alright, now give me 6 and hold. That was my fault. Alright, oh. Alright, so the rear brakes went real nice. Had a bit of a hold up here for some reason, couldn't find the size, but we're good. Front brakes, bit of an issue. Let me go over here, there's no wind. Oh, nah, I'm gonna go over here because the wheels turned. Okay, so attempt to bleed the brakes, you know, super easy job. You guys can see that guy. That used to be a bleeder nipple, broken clean off, and the same thing on that side. So I'm not really sure how to take it off. I guess you can use an extractor drill bit. Never used one before, so I might stop at Home Depot and grab one. If not, try and find a used one. But yeah, I mean, she has no brakes until rear brakes work fine. I'm sure they'll work great, but issues up front. Just rage. I wish I could use a hammer to take it all off. It's gonna take forever. Like, who does this, man? Oh, it's gonna leave probably this nasty residue bullshit. Oh no. Yeah, I do. Oh no.
You're a lot of it.
No, man. Well, you guys asked for it, all right? This is on you. I am actually putting the full blame on you guys, all right? I was peer pressured into doing this.
You!
Yeah,
your fault.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now look at this. You guys gonna come and clean this up for me? This isn't right, man. This isn't right. You guys see all that? There's a bee, a dead bee. Where is he at?
Right there.
There he is. I can see his face. Alright, so fast forward a couple hours. I got myself the old As Seen on TV special speed out. I don't know if this is gonna work because it's not a screw. This is just kind of an empty hole that I'm drilling and trying to extract. And then I bought some new vice grips because good old Harbor Freight ones, as you guys can see, took a bit of a shice. Returning those there, Buttercup. So let's go ahead and, oh hey now. Let me go ahead and see what we can do with this extraction kit here. All right, well, update. Just broke the extractor, if you guys can see that. And it's in there. So since that's pretty much on hold, on to the S13. Now, since I didn't get to do it yesterday, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get my data log in today. Just a quick second gear run. We're gonna go ahead and fire this up, let it warm up just a little bit, because I'm just gonna go a road just over yonder and get that dialed in, get it logged up, and hopefully from there we can kind of make a little bit of progress, because I have some big news for you guys. We're getting it tuned very soon, and it's gonna be an adventure. It's not just around the corner. It's gonna be an adventure. So make sure you guys subscribe if you guys haven't subscribed yet. A lot of stuff about to happen. I'm serious. I figure you guys would appreciate a nice cold start, you know what I mean? You gotta love a cold start. So I just remember before we even get going here, I have to sync the timing with the motor and Nistune because we never did that. At least I never really checked it with the timing light, so I'm gonna go ahead and let it warm up a little bit. Hook up the timing gun because I've never used them before. See how it all works. It seems pretty straightforward. Just point at it, shoot at it, and I kind of see how the timing marks line up as opposed to what they say on the program. So let it chill out, let it warm up, and we'll go from there. So I'm now noticing my my O2 sensor isn't reading. Alright. So I'm pretty sure I found my issue here. Going to the wiring back here, the O2 sensor, and that is actually a dangling wire. That little broken wire right there, up here. Yep, definitely singed. So I'm gonna go ahead and just remove this, and I'm gonna have to take this out. Because clearly, oh my goodness. I might have to repin it, I'm not really sure how though. Alright, so I basically just ditched the connector. It's all tucked in back there, but routed it a little bit differently this time, as you guys can see. Instead of having the wiring going kind of into the danger zone, as I like to call it, the high heat zone, we have it going this way, up in under that little clamp and then behind the motor. So a whole lot better positioning. Let's see if it works. All right, we got nothing. So that's not ideal. All right, so it's getting power. I just tested with the multimeter. It's getting 13 volts from the battery, like 13 point whatever it's making. Signal is about 1.1 it was reading, and ground was 0. So not really sure what's going on there, but I got my whole timing light set up here, kind of going. Just have the lead onto the first spark plug wire. Obviously I'm running the LS coils with this setup. Never used one of these before, but I don't have my battery obviously in this general area, and it's way inside the car, so I'm basically just using a little jump boost pack. It's worth a shot, you know what I mean? So let's fire it up and let's kind of see what she's saying. Alright, so right now it's about 10 degrees. At least that's what it's saying on the program. So let's see if this works. Yeah, it's not working. Found myself a battery. Take 2. Okay. Want to set to 0, and it's not working, man. It's working. It's working. I just have to mess with that little wire right there. All right. So by looking at it, that's like 6 or 7 degrees. It's kind of hard to show you guys. The camera's not liking it at all. Jeez. Yeah. Sorry, neighbors. Ooh, my eyes are watering, man. That ventilation. All right. Well, I got it exactly where it shows up, like 10, 11. I got it exactly dialed in, just like a hair. It's crazy how much it moves the actual timing, just the slightest turn. Well, we got it. So this is exactly where the ECU sits. Man, every time I just look in this garage, I can't wait till I get a shop, till I have my own little headquarters. I mean, I feel like the video's gonna be so much better for you guys. The whole scenery's gonna be nice, the setting's gonna be nice, it's gonna feel more professional. We'll get there, guys, we'll get there. I'm sure we will. I know we will. The support of you guys, we can do anything, you know what I mean? So timing-wise, we're good there. We're just gonna go ahead and continue this video off tomorrow, so I'll see you guys in the morning. Well, it is now the next day. For now, we're just gonna go ahead and do a quick data log and see what we can do. Because the O2 sensor wasn't hooked up, I think that might have been the reason why I was running so rich. So now I might be able to hit boost again like I was able to last year. Because I was wondering, why am I not able to you know, hit any boost as I was last year. Like I got 8 to 9 pounds last year. Yeah, should be a good one. So let's just continue this day. So you guys remember how I never put in that super coolant stuff, like the additive for your system, because I was afraid that when I run this car for a while, the coolant's gonna get a little bit nasty again, at least the water. You guys see that? It's like a little boopy, a little rusty colors. Well, definitely rusty. It's more so like brown. So good thing I didn't put it in, because I would probably have wasted it, because I'm going to drain this and just put some new stuff in it, because I think she just needs a really good clean. You know what I mean? Alright, so since we got the O2 sensor back up and hooked up, definitely O2s are a whole lot better. Definitely rather see them there than at 10. So I'm going to go ahead and set up my log over here, show what I want to data log. There's a few options that we can go through, but yeah, I'm just gonna get on the road, get it warmed up a little bit, and get some data. Let's hope my battery lasts long enough this time. Damn, should be a quick run though. Should be in and out. I have to now, because my thing isn't, well, a little lean, so I'm gonna have to hold the camera kind of like this to get a reading of everything. So as far as at least the AFRs, but it's only a second gear, so it should be pretty simple. I'll pick up the camera when we're ready to go. Holy, alright, so we're back in boost. That O2 sensor did make a difference. We are now building boost, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a wide open second gear pull. Go ahead and hit the old record button, and we're good to go, eh? Alright, so about 1500 RPM. This is gonna be tricky, boys. I got a lot to look at right now. Holy, was that recording? I don't know if I was recording, but god damn, woo! Okay, so car doesn't really want to stay idling now. I'm hoping it's just like a little vacuum leak or something. It's always fun and games here, you know what I'm saying? Let's see here. Oh, there's an issue. Found an issue. I think I found our problem. Give me 1 second here, gentlemen. I'll show you guys in a second. Okay, here we go. Ready? Watch this. I think I'm a genius. So, whilst making that pull, she blew off one of those and get you guys under there. One of those vacuum ports. See that one that's kind of blocked off in the center there? Shot it right off. So I'm gonna go ahead and clamp her down, and yeah. But otherwise, I mean, it was pretty sweet. I'm gonna go ahead and send this whole log over to him, and you know, get us moving. But hell yeah. Alright, so quickly, I'm just going to toss this in somewhere before I end this video. I just watched the footage back. The gauge hit 25 pounds of boost. Now, I kind of doubt that wasn't true, like actual boost, because the vacuum line probably just shot right off. But holy cow, you know what I mean? 25, I was going to say, it felt crazy fast in there, man. Oh my god, I just can't wait to get to final tune on this thing. It's going to be absolutely ridiculous, man. Definitely appreciate all you guys that stuck around to the end of this video. If you guys are still here, make sure to hit that thumbs up button, drop a comment down below, say what's up, introduce yourselves. I am pretty friendly in the comment section, so as long as you guys are. So that's going to be it. Make sure you guys tune in for the next one. We're going to be doing some more, you know, shenanigans with both these two beautiful cars right here. We're going to get some paint for the body kit for the S13, so yes, and the tune. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of stuff happening this week, the next fortnight, okay, if we want to get all technical here. It's gonna be pretty good. So I want to keep you guys hanging. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.